Hi guys, it is Cristina. It is Monday's New Hope, and I am outside, as you can see. I am during the so-called supervision period because we just had dinner and now we have to stay outside. We cannot go inside into the rooms or bathrooms. So I am trying to run away from people just in order to have a little time on myself in order to do this video, so hopefully I do not get interrupted. Okay, so we are continuing our rotation on the individual topics, and this Monday I will answer Brianna's question, and that is what helped me get through this tough period and what I've learned about myself and how will this help me in the future. This is not a simple question at all because as you know, I am currently in the inpatient center, so I'm still in recovery, and I do discover a lot of new things every day. I still have a lot of things to work on, but I am doing progress. So I will try to speak about the things that I've discovered that helped me so far, and to share them with you. Maybe you will find something useful that could help you as well. Now, before coming here, I actually had a very, very tough period. I wasn't feeling well at all, and life was hard. Every single day of my life, every single hour, and every single minute was actually a struggle for me. What I think I've learned from that period that I can synthesize now in a phrase is the fact that whenever something is not working for you, whenever something is not okay, change it. Don't try to do the same thing over and over again and beat yourself up if you don't manage to get through it. Just change the way you're approaching things. So for example, in the beginning I started to see a therapist. I saw her for about 8 months, I think. It was a period when I was doing well. I was feeling very good. I had a very good period. Then the things began to go down again, and I was feeling bad. So after a few weeks or even a few months, I think, since I started not to feel very good, I started to have behaviors again. Even though I spoke about it with my therapist, there was something that was not going the right way. So I decided to change. I decided to change my therapist, and not only my therapist, but I decided to change the approach of my recovery. So I went and I looked for another therapist, but not only a therapist, but I actually looked for a center that was specialized in the eating disorders recovery, and I went under the supervision of a therapist, a psychiatrist, and a dietitian. So this was the first thing. So things were not going well. I tried, but in the end I had to change it because it was clear for me that something was not okay there. And I'm not trying to say that it was the therapist's fault, not at all. This is not in my head, but it was something that was not going on the right way. So I decided to change it. It was a good move. Then I was under the supervision of another therapist and psychiatrist dietitian for another 3 months. In these 3 months, things were more under control, but it was a continuous struggle every single day. I used to have good periods, like 2-3 very good days, and then very bad days. So I wasn't stable at all. My mood was up and down every single day. And it was that actually the period when I realized that I cannot do it anymore. I was struggling a lot. I tried every single thing that they told me to try, but I couldn't do it anymore. So in that period, my depression got worse, and I had a suicide attempt. After the suicide attempt, when I woke up and I was able to think clearly again, I realized that I was in the very depth of despair and I cannot do it anymore. So that was actually the point when I decided I need to change again. I got interrupted again. Where was I? Yeah, that was when I said to myself, I have to change something. This is not working for me again. So when I was still in the hospital due to suicide attempt, I was speaking with my psychiatrist that was supervising me, and it was actually my proposal to change something in the way we are approaching my eating disorder. So I asked her if she thinks could be good for me to go inpatient. And here I am, working with my fears, working with my thoughts, and all the problems that I have. And it's not easy at all. But I'm doing progress. I'm moving forward. Even though maybe I cannot see the difference from one day to another, if I think back to a month ago, I am definitely changed. I definitely learned a lot of things. I can definitely manage much better my urges, my emotions, and I am more conscious about what is driving me to have all these urges and how I can manage better my emotions in order not to arrive to the urges. So if you are struggling with your eating disorder for a long time, and if you find that things are not changing, things are not getting better, or maybe you are moving in a circle, try to change your approach. Do not try the same thing every time that you find yourself falling apart, because if it's not working the first time, the second time, it's most probably that it's not gonna work, not even the third or the fourth time. So try to change your approach in recovering. Now, regarding the things that I've learned about myself since I'm here, there are a lot of small things regarding my emotions, why my urges appear, but instead of telling you all the things I've discovered about myself since I am in here, I think it could be much more useful for you if I am sharing with you another thing that actually is putting together all the things that I've learned about myself, and that is trying to be extremely conscious about everything that you're feeling in every single moment. There's an exercise that we are always doing here that it's called mindfulness, and what actually means is try to be mindful about everything that you feel, everything that is happening to you, and try to observe everything, not judging it, not acting on your impulses, but just try to observe them and try to put together the events that you have in your life with the emotions that you are feeling. Pay closely attention to every single thing that is getting on in your mind, every thought that you have, every emotion. Try to live in the present as much as you can, being mindful about everything that you're doing. This is the most important thing that I've discovered about myself since I'm here. Trying to be mindful and conscious always is not easy, because we are so used to do things in an automatic way that we don't even realize that we've done them. I mean, I'm so used to doing the same type of behaviors, the same type of things, and I don't even realize I've done them. But if you try to pay closely attention to all your thoughts and emotion and everything that you're doing, even though you will find them stupid in the beginning, you will see no sense in it, try to do this for at least a couple of days and force yourself to come back to the present and be mindful about what you're living. And I'm sure that you will discover some important things about yourself, and then it will be much easier for you to, I don't know if this is a word in English, to collegate no, to find a bond between the events that you're living, your thoughts, your emotions, and then your impulses, behaviors, urges, and so on. So I hope I made myself clear about this, because I know that it wasn't easy for me either in the beginning to understand what with this whole mindfulness thing. So if you do have another questions, or if it's not clear enough for you, you can ask me. I hope you are all doing good. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and see you next time. Bye!